Hi everyone, Josh Matta here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. So, I didn't really vlog yesterday because they let us out early and I was super tired, so I went home and fell asleep. Like a little kid, I took a nap. But right now, I'm trying to figure out my insurance stuff because I take medicine for my ADD, right? And I have to see the doctor every 3 months. I have to go in. They have to make me sign a paper saying I'm not going to give it away. I'm not going to like do anything bad with it. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like I got my prescription. I got to go pick that up. I don't know when they're going to cut me off. And then Cobra's like almost as expensive as some of the stuff in the insurance marketplace here. So like everything's turning all crazy on me and I'm just like, what the fudge? What the fudge? And I don't know, insurance at my new job is kind of a weird situation. Like, oh, where's your blinker, puta desgraciada, nalgas aguadas con cupete de hongo e cara de tonto. I know Spanish. I have no idea what I said, but I've heard it before. So someone's probably called me that before. La, la, la. Anyway, so yeah, I'm headed over to go pick up my prescription. So obviously I didn't take my medicine today. So y'all are gonna get a bobblehead idiot for like a week. Oh my God. So there's this big giant buff dude and I recognized him from the rehabilitation I had done my rotations at. I was like, hey, did you work at this place? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, I recognize you because of this, her. And he's like, what does this, her mean? And I was like, oh, because you're big and beefy. And he's like, oh, are you in a better mood today? And I was like, I'm not in a bad mood, otherwise everyone would know. And he's like, oh, well, you weren't smiling or anything. I was like, so I have resting bitch face. And he's like, oh, is that what it's called? Like, he has a really deep man voice. He's like a man. And I was like, oh, yeah, like, yeah, that's just what it is. I'm not usually in a bad mood, but if I am, you'll know. And he's like, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. And then we started talking, but I was like, oh, God, everyone thinks I'm a brat or something. So then I felt bad. But then, sorry, I'm trying to let someone merge in front of me because there's a car accident, I guess. Oh, no, they're spraying for weeds. Come to my house, I'll give you $20. No, that's bribery. Bribing a state official? Oh no, who am I? Who have I become? But yeah, anyway, so yeah, we ended up making pals and stuff, so that was cool. Oh, we did like skills, like a butterfly. I hadn't gotten a chance to use a butterfly needle yet. Like I'd used it on this pumpkin because I asked my preceptor if I could take some supplies home and she let me. So I was using it on a pumpkin, but I hadn't done it on a sim mannequin. And I was like, I can line and lab somebody. Like I can do that. And they're like, well, that's more than what you're going to need to do. I was like, no, not really. I'm pretty sure they're going to want me to line and lab people, like, or at least line people in the OR. So that's what I was thinking. And he's like, oh, well, that's more advanced than a butterfly needle. I was like, okay, well, I'm just being honest with you. And then after he showed me once, I did it like 3 more times perfect. And he's like, oh, okay, well, I guess you just needed to be shown. I'm like, yeah, I did. So then, fine, whatever. But that's the way the world works. Because like in school, they said, you guys are never going to do this. You're going to have phlebotomy do this, blah, 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 blah. So then I didn't really learn about it. I'd seen it. And then there's people that do it with syringes. Like, there's so many different ways to do stuff in nursing. Like, it's just so broad and general and gray. But I know how to line and lab. And I'm pretty sure if I'm going to be taking a little bit of blood from somebody, might as well just stick them one time, start my IV, take their blood, use it for a lab, keep a pet and IV line. That's how I see it. But I don't know. And that's a good way to save money because you're only going to have to stick someone once, which means there's only one opportunity at that first time stick to do infection control, like keep your vectors small. There's a guy on a tricycle motorcycle. I'm gonna get in front of you. Oh, the neighbor, the person next to me, they're eating a corn dog and I didn't know what they were eating. I was like, oh, what is that, a chicken bone? Like, anyway, so yeah, we got to learn that. And oh, so yesterday they were like, I really like Disney. And I was like, girl, me too. So then they're like, we're gonna do Disney trivia and you guys will get points. Well, first I sat down on the front table because it's like I was looking around and none of them were Star Wars except one, because it's all Disney themed, right? And now Disney and Star Wars. So I sat down at the Kylo Ren table and I was like, my husband would kill me if I didn't sit here. Plus there's no villains except Kylo Ren. He's not really a villain. He's just like, pardon me, Alexis. Get your life, bitch. Yeah, there was like no villains. It was all just like happy people. And I was like, at least give me one. And they're like, who is your favorite Disney character? And I'm like, okay, I'm the first one. So I'm like, okay, what are you doing, Lexus? Trying to get in front of me and you almost fucking died. That's what you get. Calm your shit. But yeah, they were all telling me like, or they're all, say your name, what you're gonna do, what location, and who your favorite Disney character is. So, well, hi everyone, my name is Josh Mata. I am going to be a circulating nurse in the women's OR, women's hospital OR. My favorite Disney character is everyone's changing lanes, that was scary. My favorite Disney character is the Enchantress from Beauty and the Beast. But a lot of people don't know she's the actual villain in Beauty and the Beast. And it's not Gaston, because Gaston is just like an offshoot of it. But there's this lady, goes to your house, I'm a dirty old lady, let me in. And the guy's like, no, it's like after nighttime, my parents aren't here, whatever. And then she's just like, blab, you're a dirty little monster now, and I'm gonna turn everyone into your house into furniture. And I'm gonna make it so like if you don't find someone to love you in like a couple years, then blam, your guys are all like screwed for life. So then everyone's like, ah! Oh my god, I can tell I'm being extra right now. But this is Josh without any medicine, so whatever. So yeah, and then everyone was just like, wah, 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 and it was really funny. But anyway, so we sat in the front row and they gave us extra points for that. And then we knew so much about Disney. Like, it was so funny. Like, all the questions, I was like, oh, because of this. Oh, because of that. And then one of them I messed up because they were like, who made Mickey Mouse change his name from Mortimer Mouse or whatever to Mickey Mouse? And I was like, oh, the wife, Minnie. Because I thought that was Walt Disney's wife's actual name was Minnie. Walt and Minnie. Anyway, so then they're like, no, incorrect. And this girl behind me, she's like, oh, his wife? And she's like, yes. And I was like, make her say the name. She just built off of my answer. But whatever, it's just a game. Anyway, we won. And I ended up winning a lanyard, which is kind of like a weak prize, TBH, because all the other kids got lanyards, but the OR kids didn't get lanyards. So I was like, I want a lanyard. But I guess I see why, because like if you're in an OR, you really don't want to be bringing particles and stuff from your neck lanyard into a sterile field. You know how it goes. But anyway, so that was really fun. And yeah, pretty much that. And then we came home and like Charlie was acting a fool last night. I think it's the moon or something. But she was like running around and I had to like catch her and I was like trying to hide from her. Oh my god. So I was like hiding in the dark with my flashlight on my phone trying to catch her. And I'm like, wait a second, this is stupid. So I like went outside, cornered her in the corner of the gate, the cage, the fence, and I was like, come here, you, come here. And like I got her and I picked her up and I ran inside because she's quick and she's like made out of water. Like she's a liquid dog. Like you can't catch her if she doesn't want to be caught. But last night I was like, I'm gonna leave you outside, you're gonna have a fun time, you're gonna be able to run around, do all your things. 11 o'clock. And she's fucking loud. Like she's loud like me. Like and I'm like, you can't be doing that at fucking 11 o'clock at night, Charlie. So that's when I brought her inside. And I was like, because then someone's gonna call the police and they're gonna come over here and that's German Shepherd, shoot it, it's coming right for us, you know, because you can do that now. If you didn't know, the police can shoot your dog without anything and not get in trouble. But yeah, so I didn't want that to happen, so I brought her inside and she was like sulking and like looking sad at me. And I was like, well fine, go into your little kennel. And I put her in there and I put some like pig ears in there and she was fine. But, you know, I still felt bad because I wanted to leave her outside. She just doesn't get it why I want her to be quiet. She just thinks like, Ruff, I'm gonna make noise and he's gonna come outside and look at me. Because like 9 times out of 10, she just wants me to go outside and look at her play. And I'm like, okay, that's cute, And then I'll sit on the ground and she comes and attacks me. And I'm like, you need to stop. But whatever. So yeah. I downloaded Vanessa Carlton's album this morning. The one with 1,000 Miles or whatever. Because I was trying to make a rhyme on one of my Facebook posts. But I couldn't remember how the song went. Thanks, white chicks, for getting that in my head. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going very fast. I'm going 92 miles an hour. I'm going to slow it down. Okay. And this is why I take medicine, though, because this is bobblehead Josh. This is what you get whenever you get me, and I'm not medicated, which is really annoying to a lot of people because I'm a morning person. Like, I love being awake in the morning. I like doing my stuff before everyone is out and about. I like going to the gym early. Like, that's my thing. I might go tomorrow at like 5. But, so that's my thing. I love to go to do everything in the morning. And when I don't have my medicine to how do you say that? Ah! I almost died. How do you say that? Like, reel me in. If I don't have that medicine to like make me calm down, I'm just like lit. Like, if everyone like drank 9 cups of coffee, that's the normal. So, and my heart isn't even going crazy right now. I'd say like 80. Let's find. Oh my god! I accidentally called the police on myself today. Like, I was scrubbing my shoes, and like, I guess my button on my watch got pressed a certain way, and it's all and I was like, what the fuck is that? So I look and I start pushing buttons, and it's all making emergency call. I was like, oh my god, that's just what I need, is the police to come over here and shoot me in the face because I'm shredding my shoes. Put the gun down. It's a shoe. Put the gun down. It's a Cortez shoe. He's got them gangster shoes. Shoot him. Or I don't know what they would do. I don't know what our police are like here. I'm assuming they're good people, but you don't just wake up and say, I'm gonna be a policeman because I'm a good person. Or you might, who knows, maybe you're like all gung-ho about saving the world. Just like nurses, you don't just wake up and say, you know what, I'm gonna go help people. It's just a personality thing. I was watching that show, Nurse Jackie, and she's like, the doctor's like, why did you become a doctor? And she's like, well, when you were little and you found an injured bird, you would try to make it healthy and like try to heal it. That's why you're a nurse. When I found an injured bird, I'd cut it open and see why it worked or why it wasn't working. And I was like, true, because every time I found an injured pet or an injured animal, I wouldn't cut it open. I'd be like, oh my god, we need to help it. We need to make a brace for its wing. Easy, Ethel. Calm your shit. She like took that lane all psycho. Whatever. We're both alive, I guess. But yeah, so that's all I'm gonna talk about for now. Anyways, so my camera stopped recording. I don't know why. But I was gonna try to not cut it at all, but now it's already sliced up. So I'm just gonna upload as much as I can without cutting any of it, so that you guys can have a nice little insight into my world. Yeah. So thanks so much for following me around today on my way to the doctor and listening to all my little random stories. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you another time. Bye, bitches!